Alright, welcome back to Case Closed Anime Review, episode number 289. We're here reviewing episode 1173. It's a ghost! This episode, you can know where it is. It's one of those anime original episodes where no murder is just investigating. Now, this hasn't happened in a while. Where here's the thing of this one: you just have the 5 detective boys. That's the only regular characters you have here. No Mori, no Ran, no police department, nothing. Just these 5 kids. They're basically asked by this person to investigate this ghost sighting atop this building, which also involves like this restaurant and this lady, and like involves all those scammers, all this other stuff, and the lady herself is actually a legendary chef. Yep, it's a very interesting episode. We do find out that the chef who owns this restaurant is this legendary chef's son. Yep. And the whole calling thing and, appearing on the rooftop, trying to contact her. They have falling out. Apparently he wanted to reconcile with her after he started his own restaurant. Also, one of his staff accidentally fell off a ladder, so he had to sent to the hospital. All he got was basically a minor injury. Basically, he broke his leg. But it's a pretty okay episode, per se. I think the ending is quite good. I like the ending for it. It's like a head moment. And of course, we actually have where, of course, Genta pointed out, though, of how these two are related. Their food tastes the same. Yep, he did. He most certainly did. I'm like, wow. Also, apparently, she also previously broke her leg, so then she gave her cane to the staff member who broke his leg. So now she is working with her son at his restaurant. That's what it looks like now, because wearing the same uniform he does. And that's it to discuss here with this one. Also, basically, the ghost thing was basically just him and his apron. Yep, except this apron just covers the bottom half of his body, not the whole front, basically, with a strap on top. Nope, there's none of that here. Though it's more of a food episode, and it's okay. It's nothing really wrong with this one. But that's pretty much it for Case Closed. But next week, we got a 2-parter. Now, this is interesting for this one, where for this particular year, when it comes to multi-parters, for this particular season of Case Closed, pretty much all the multi-parters for this particular year have been all canon episodes. Well, actually, no. I'm going to go from the bottom top here. So, what was the last 2-parter that was not a canon episode? That is a good question. Like, what was the last official one? I'm looking right now, and the last time this happened was back in March. Was the Isakawa Yaramasha Mystery 2-parter. Yeah, so it's been like 4 months. Actually, by the time this comes out, it'll be almost 5. But not really much else to say about this episode. Yeah. Also, I at least got to point this year out for Case Closed for having its first multi-part that was not 2 parts. Oh yes, this the just like 17 crime scene. This was, I kid you not, this went on for quite a while. Oh my gosh. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we actually have 4-parter this year, which is interesting. Which make the 17-Year-Old Truth the longest story arc for anime-wise in years. Yeah, because it's not a 2 or 3-parter, it's just a 4-parter, which that was really good. Yeah. So my guess is that some might be thinking like, when can we expect an Arcana case this year? Probably not Step Up because there's not enough chapters released in manga. No, there is not. If you're really curious though, like, because they went to chapter 1115. That was the most recent chapter ever for the anime. So the most recent chapter released was chapter 1150. There are only 35 chapters that are left to be adapted. Yeah, 35. And you're like, okay. Yeah, and of course the murder on the Zakuza was actually the most recent 2-parter we actually had. Yep, that's the most recent one. The next most obvious one is Flaming Skull Case, but I don't think we're going to get that one right away. No. And the thing with the next 2 cases are, and this is a little weird, and by the way, the last case that was adapted was released 2 years ago. So, do I think we'll get it next month? Probably not. I'm guessing we probably won't get the next case adapted maybe October, because that's when the next case comes out. That's my guess, probably October at the latest. And it looks like possibly the next case might be a 3-parter. It is possible, but that depends upon how they do it. Also, this is interesting when it comes to the 2 most recent arcs of the series, where it follows right after the other. Like, if these 2 cases are going to be adapted for the anime, they have to adapt them one after another, because the ending of the Barhos's murder case leads directly into the video gamer locked room murder case. Yeah, they have to do that, but my guess is probably won't get that for another couple of years. My guess is probably not until 2027 at the latest. Yeah. But this all depends on, well, this all depends upon when they adapt the next one. I have honestly no idea. But my guess is we're going to have canned episodes for the next month, I say. Unless, of course, they decide to do another remaster. Also, with the last 2 cases from 2023, one of whom is the most recent case to feature the Kaito Kid. Yes, the most recent one. Yeah. And of course, that was released almost 2 years ago, and the cases released since then, we haven't had any appearance by the Kaito Kid. Also, I should point this out about 2023, where 2023 only had 4 cases, and 2022, which we had some of the ones that for this year, from that particular year, there were at least 8 cases in 2022. In 2021, there were 6. For 2020, there were only 5. For 2019, 5. 2018, surprisingly 4. Yep. 2017 was 7. 2016 was I think it was 11. Yeah, I think it was 11. But this year alone, well, there's only been there's only overall 4 cases released. But last year we only released 4 cases overall. So yeah, this one released definitely more than last year. But hopefully, basically, we get some more interesting cases with this one. And based upon how the last case ended, I would not be surprised if we're going to pick up right where the last case left off. It is possible. Who knows? We'll find in October. Okay? So yeah, that's took a view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications. Next up is Scooped Up by Naswick Adventure. Okay? Next view. Bye.